Hello everyone, my name is Albert and welcome back to our MMD Studios video. So, in this video I'm going to show you how to animate using MMD or MikuMikuDance. So anyway, right before we start, I'm going to tell you something. I'm sick and my voice doesn't sound that well, so yeah, anyway, let's get back to our video. So, we're going to start by opening MMD and loading a scene. Well, how to load the scene? Well, into the accessory manipulation tab, press load and load your scene. Usually scenes are .x files. You see right here stage 10.x, but there are also stages that are PMX or PMD format, which are not the best because they're pretty laggy. And yeah, I had my experience with them. Most of them I just simply convert. Anyway, so after we load the scene, we want to load the model. Model manipulation tab, load, and choose our model. So after we've done that, we are greeted with this one huge mess. So what are all those? Well, those are bones. Well, bones are in our skeleton, and there are bones even on this clothing accessory. Well, guess what? Those are the bones that are simply controlling the whole model. Well, in some cases, most bones do control something. In this case, these bones control the scarf on this guy, and yeah, all the others. So, yeah. So, how to move them? Well, as you saw earlier, select them. Well, you can simply choose 2 methods. Move them using the rotate feature and also using the axis. So those are the axes which are helpful when you're working from our positions of the camera like this, because they are simply moving on the axis, like they know where to move and they go in that direction. While the rotate feature, if you want to move the arm like this and you want to do this, well, yeah, stuff happens. So in this case, I'm going to select all and reset so we can start from our point. So here's the thing. The view tab is very useful. You can simply select the views from front, back, top, left, right, and camera. This is the camera, but we'll talk later about it. So let's select the bone. This happens when you select all the bones. You press select all, and yeah, let's select the bone right here, and let's rotate it because it's a bit more convenient for me. So we're gonna start by making a default pose or simply a beginning pose. You can also use, in this case, like I did here, to copy and reverse function. This is very useful when working with hands and foot. So this usually only applies to hand and foot because right side, left side, right side, left side, and yeah. Anyway, front view, and always hit register. Always hit register, because if you don't hit register, let's say you messed up and you did something like this and you don't know how to fix it. Well, here's the thing, this button. But in this case, let's do this as an example, and let's leave it like this. Don't press any register and see what happens. Well, we move a frame either by pressing here, by using those things right here, or using the arrow keys. Well, as you saw, the head is not there anymore. So register is simply telling the bone stay in that position and don't move till the next action. So in this case, we don't want it, so I didn't hit register. And yeah, let's begin working on our little animation. So I decided to do something small because yeah, this is the basic of animating. It's not a full animation tutorial because I'm also going to talk more about improving your animation skills in our videos, like how to make your models walk or how to use the interpolation curve and all the others later. Anyways, so we want to move from frame to frame. So this is the thing of animating. If you move from frame to frame, this means your model also move. If you don't move from frame 0 or the beginning frame, well, yeah, your animation is simply this. Yeah, and I don't think anyone will like it. So we're gonna move like 30 frames like this, front view, and let's I don't know, let's make a little hands up, hands down animation. Let's also use those. And here's the thing, the program actually reminds you that you haven't hit register by highlighting the bones in green. And yeah, as you can see and already noticed, red bones are the ones you selected. Front view, and like this, copy, reverse, register. Remember, always hit register. Copy, reverse, register, and there we go. Let's do something like this. Register, copy, reverse, register, and let's go like 60 more frames, and let's get back to default pose. We copy. In the frame manipulation tab, you select all those by using left click and pressing copy, and then going at frame 60 and pressing paste. You don't have to hit register because in the frame manipulation tab, if you move a bone or not, well, yeah, stuff happens. Anyway, so we got this, and right now you're using the arrow keys to simply see your animation. Well, how to see your animation in its full shape? Well, here's the thing, the play tab. You use the frame that you started your animation, in this case 0, and this is the end frame, in this case 60. But I like leaving 5 frames for the animation to breathe, or in case anything happens. You know, when you're editing and you just want to add something extra. And there we go, this is a little animation that we made in a few moments, and I'm gonna show you in another video on how to actually improve this little artwork that you've done. So we're gonna start, or we're gonna end by saving our animation. So you simply have to save as, and you can either choose the desktop, or in this case I have a little folder right here, and let's say 1, because I cannot think of a name. Name it, and then this thing appears here. This is the path of the animation. And yeah, right now your animation is saved, and yeah, I think we're gonna end here.